What's good, y'all? What's good, everybody? Hey, y'all. Hey, child. Here we go again. Lord, girl. Here we go again. Here we go again. What's good, y'all? What's up? What's up? What's up, everybody? Shout out to everybody that's coming on up in here, child. I tell you, it's a mess. It's all a mess. It's all a mess. Let me get my mind right. Y'all come in here, take a seat down to the courthouse, take a seat anywhere. First come, first serve. Don't get to fighting. I got plenty bailiffs in here that'll throw y'all asses out. All right, so be nice. Get these likes up. If you want a better seat, you got to get the likes up. Lord mercy. Follow the social medias that y'all see. Follow the second channel, Gags with T. All right. And for those of you guys that would like to donate, the PayPal and Cash App is available right along with that joint button. Okay. Y'all come on up in here, sweetie. Get these lights on up. Please get the lights up. We down to the courthouse again. I'm sick of it, y'all. Hey, I'm sick of it. I don't know how y'all feel about it, but I'm sick of it. And this is just the court of public opinion. You know, ain't nobody really in the court for real, for real. But this is the court of public opinion. All right. Thank you, Monica, for your PayPal, babe. I appreciate you, love bud. Thank you. Not direct deposit kicked in. Thank you, Mon. I appreciate you, boo. Mwah, 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 mwah. I appreciate you, love bud. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Oh, yeah, today is Friday. Happy Friday to y'all. Happy Friday to you, chicken head. Dear Lord God. Y'all know I get started at the 10-minute marker. We 4 minutes and 45 seconds in. Yeah. So in the meantime, in between time, y'all can get these likes up. Especially now that it's over 100 of y'all. Get these likes up, child. Listen, if Q didn't do the interview, I wouldn't have nothing to talk about. So I appreciate him for doing the interview. And personally, I get to how I feel about it after the 10-minute mark. I will say this. I'm gonna be as unbiased and objective as possible. But I don't see where Q said anything wrong. My opinion, I don't see where Q said anything wrong. I ain't mad at Armand for responding. Um, and it just is what it is. That's how I feel. I ain't mad at Armand responding, and I ain't mad at Q for Q saying what he said because he said what he said. It was his damn interview when he was asked, and he gave his honest opinion. And that's just that. But so that's how I feel. I'm not mad at what Q said, and I ain't mad that Armand responded, and his response was his response. It is what it is. That's how I feel. But thank you, Phil. Yes, for being a member for 8 months. Period. Hell no, Funky was wrong, and he's taking sides. If you say so. Um, no, friend, I ain't even got started yet. I'm glad Funky did what he did, so it ain't even got to be all that. You know what I'm saying? I ain't got to do too much. And it ain't got to be a whole bunch of. So now you ain't missing nothing. I'm just getting started, really. We can't say that, but then go up for Armand's roast to Al because he wasn't there for none of that shit that he said in his roast, but he said it anyhow. So, I mean, like, that's my thing with people. He won't dare for none of that, but he said it. So I don't understand. Like, whatever. At the end of the day, my opinion, my opinion, like you had your opinion, that's fine. My opinion. He won't dare for a lot of the stuff that was talked about in that damn roast. I mean, he said it. So I mean, hey. And Armand is 36 years old. He was born in 88 like me. Can we please stop acting like Armand is some little ass boy and all of the rest of this stuff, child? Like, Armand is 36 years old. He overgrown and rusty. He an old tad ass gay. All right. He a millennial like me. Okay. Like, let's stop trying to act like Armand 18, 19, 20 years old. Let's stop acting like he's still wet behind the ears. That's an old ass girl. Like, stop. That's another thing that y'all was doing that was killing me. Like, we'll get there. We'll get there when we get there. Y'all was killing me. I said, what the bit, girl? We the same damn age. Both of us class of 2006. And like, what is y'all? I was like, what is y'all talking about? Child, we'll get there. Child, y'all was sitting over here trying to make a lot of y'all was trying to make it seem like Armand was this. Like I'm about 5, 6, 7 years, and like it's some last boy. And I'm like, girl, we the same age. Like mm, 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 mm. Well, Ravid, I'm sorry to tell you, baby, but Armand is class of 2006, like me, born in 88, like me. Armand is overgrown and rusty. Ain't nothing little over there other than that dick, probably. Um, 9, 10. All right, so I need to get it. Where is it? Here we go. So y'all know what to do. So make it do what it do. Bando Kane got a new song that's out. Don't Sweat featuring Alana DeBlonde. That he has a music video coming out real soon. So y'all be able to look out for that as well. But in the meantime, in between time, if you got a little nasty piece of 99 cent lying around that you don't know what to do with, give it on up to Bando Kane. All right. It's a good song. Tell him I sent y'all and he'll treat y'all right. Yes, I threw Armand that piece of shade because that's just what I do. Like, y'all thought Armand was gonna get shaded? I know y'all lying. Okay, I know y'all lying. Anyway, y'all can get the likes up while you're into. Mhm. So why are we here? All right, so y'all know we gotta pay our respects at the end of the day. At the end of the day, somebody lost their life. All right, somebody lost their life, and we gotta pay respects and reverence to the life that was lost, and that was the life of TGIF. Okay, TGIF started off with humble beginnings with 3 people, then it ended in a crash, a horrible fiery crash. With a big mushroom cloud over it, child. That's gonna give everybody around there asbestos later on down in life with 3 people, child. And so we gotta pay respects, all right, to TGIF, or whatever the case may be. Y'all drop y'all roses, girl, dead or alive. Drop y'all Drop y'all roses, dead or alive, girl. I'm thinking somebody died. It did. TGIF, girl, is going out of here. It's going to be yonder to be with my Lord. Okay, girl, Armand didn't even last that long, girl. Armand lasted how many months? Girl, let me tell it, I really feel like Kim Kardashian's marriage to Chris Humphries lasted longer than this. Or Evelyn and Chad Ocho. I think they marriage lasted longer than this. Even Cynthia and Mike, girl, I think they lasted longer than this. Like he was that their long child. So yeah, we gotta pay our respects and well wishes to TGIF, girl. So yeah, that's what I got. So I didn't watch it. And I'm a fan of Q. Y'all know that I'm a fan of Q. And I still didn't watch it. Even with his ass was around there, I ain't watch it. Because I have my own shit going on around here. I ain't had time to watch TGIF. But I still would be there here and there here for playbacks or whatever. And it was always cute. And I saw it when Armand was around there. I wanted to see the type of energy Armand would give versus Q. And it won't bad. It won't bad. But the gag is I wasn't shocked that it ended. All right. So we could people the thing that people want to feel like um Armand's roast to Al on his birthday, and it was a nasty piece of roast, honey. Y'all know I ain't gotta go up for the bitch to say when he went off. All right. And he went off with that roast, honey, because I was here for the roast, no tea, no shade. Y'all know I live for stuff like that. And a lot of people feel like it was after that, and that's the reason what caused it to crumble. And that's why Armand is taking a lot of heat. And Armand, this need to be this is a great lesson for you to learn, Armand. When you allow people to put a battery in your back and now look what happened. You got to sit up and take the brunt of an already sinking ship, a ship that was sinking before you even got there. But now it's just easier to place all of the blame on you because of this roast and then the things that transpired after that roast, and then that is what make people feel like it's your fault. But this is why I say, just because I may not fool with somebody don't mean I'm gonna lie on them, and that don't mean I'm gonna place something on them that I just don't believe that is there. My personal opinion, I personally believe that the show wasn't gonna last long even without that damn roast, and I'm gonna be real. It was a lot of things that was going on in the back end that I was hearing about from all sides. Like how Al people like to make Al out to be some type of victim. Girl, please. Miss Al ain't no victim. Miss Al ain't no victim. Miss Al is a messy ass sissy. Like, be clear, Miss Al is a messy ass sissy. So y'all will never sit here and get me to believe that Al is just some innocent victim in a lot of this, and y'all want to place all of the blame on Claudia. And then there's other people who feel like Claudia Jordan ain't got no share of the blame, and I think that's bullshit. Don't get me wrong. I like Claudia, but Claudia is a messy ass bitch, just like the rest of them around there. And I believed a lot of what Q said about her and what she had going on and what she did and how she was acting and this, and this. I believe all of that. And I like Claudia. So again, I'm not here to be biased by any means. Hey, friend, what's good, baby? Y'all know I love my Castro. Hey, Castro. Boy, don't you call me sexy. Don't you do that. Don't you do that, man. I'm gonna kick everybody out of here and it'll be just me and you. Dun, 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 dun. How am I? Al is a messy ass sissy. Where was the lie? I ain't told no lie. It's the truth. Al is a messy ass sissy. And I knew he was a messy ass sissy way back on Basketball Wives when he started all that shit between Susie and Susie and Evelyn and Jennifer. Y'all remember when he stirred up all that commotion? No lies told. We just gonna be honest. We just gonna be honest. Um, So I feel like it's blame on everybody part. Even Q, I feel like Q. Now you trying to act like you ain't got nothing to do with that. Nah, Q. I feel like you share some blame around there too, Q. I do. Now what part you play, I don't know. But I feel like you got something to do with it too. So I just feel like the original people, and a lot of what they had going on is what caused it. And I think Armand coming in and then doing what he did, I think that was just the straw that broke the camel back. And I think that's why Fox Soul was like, yeah, we ain't got to have this no more. And I feel like a lot of people is using Armand as an scapegoat. Again, I'm not here to be biased. I ain't got to see it for you to be real. And I just feel like he's an easy scapegoat for a lot of people because he was new. He was gay, being honest, and he did that roast. So it's like the combination of the three things is like, yeah, I could see why people you are easy target, Armand. I could see it. But we about to get down to what exactly popped all of this ish off, right? So we already know what happened with my bad. We already know what happened with the whole team. I keep losing my fuck 'em. I keep losing my slides. Screw 'em. I took them off. Anyway, we already know what happened with this situation, and it was what it was. So recently, Q did an interview with Carlos Ziki. Shout out to Carlos King and his interview, child. Another messy sissy, being messy, and we stirred up all this commotion and conundrum. So he did an interview not too long ago with Carlos King, and Carlos King put it out there. Of course he did. And he asked Q the question about how he felt about, TGIF ending and all of the rest of that stuff and about Al's roast and so on and some such. And Q answered the question. So we about to listen to it because this is what sparked all of this up. Hold on. All right. I got it. Thank you, baby, for your cash app. I see your cash app, love. Mwah, 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 mwah. Thank you. I appreciate you, boo. Thank you, thank you. I'm gonna thank you personally in a minute, but I don't know how long this gonna be, so I'm trying to like speed it up. But this is Funky's interview that he did recently with what I said this boy name was, um, Carlos Z King. Again, Carlos Z King being a messy sissy asked him his thoughts about the whole TGIF and the whole roasting the owl and blah 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 and it being canceled. And this is what Quentin said. When you saw Armand's roast to Al, what was your first thought? A battery was put in his back. A battery was put in his back. These are my thoughts. Can't prove it. Don't know for a fact. I thought a battery was put in his back. I thought it was deeply personal. I thought it was extremely unprofessional. I thought it was completely I thought it was gross. I thought it was gross. And the reason why I thought it was gross is because obviously in having had worked there, a lot of the things that he was saying, he had not even been there long enough to experience or even know what the fuck he was talking about. Okay. And it's just the words that were coming out of his mouth had trappings of somebody gave him this information. He simply had not been there long enough. And going back to our earlier conversation when I was talking about the maturity piece, that's the thing right there. Like I laid out for Armand everything he needed to do to be successful at that show. And in my opinion, he went there and did a complete opposite. And I'm very disappointed in him for it. I am, because I rooted for you. I rooted for you when there were actually people working against you being there. And I informed him that there are people who don't want you there. There are people who are going out of their way to not have you here. Told him who the people were and everything. And then I told him everything he needed to do to be successful there. And you went up there and drank the Kool-Aid and got lost in the sauce and did the complete opposite. And if I'm being honest, was a major contributing factor, as far as I can see, as to why the shit got canceled. You think it's his fault? I don't think it's his fault. I don't think it's his fault. I think that he was a major contributing factor. All right. So that is what Funky Dineva said, and we all heard what he said, and what he said was what he said, child. Um, again, that's what he said recently on Carlos King interview. He's saying he's not to blame for the show getting canceled, and I agree with that. But he does feel like that he was like a contributing factor or whatever the case may be. Now, I see some people in the comments run around here saying that bullshit, saying that, well, Funky wasn't there for this or that and the third, or Funky don't know this or that and the third. Fine. He was asked a question. This wasn't anything that he said, and he volunteered and he decided to make this interview about what happened around there with Fox Soul. He was asked a question and he gave his response. That is what happened. All right. So can we please stop making it so personal? He was asked the question, he gave his response, and he gave how he laid it out as he saw it. All right. So can we please stop making it so personal and stop making it as if he made that all about it? No, he was asked a question and he gave his answer as we see fit. I feel like a lot of people, for me, I feel like a lot of this is a lot of this is LAMH shit. That's what I feel like a lot of this is coming from. I feel like a lot of this is coming from a lot of LAMH shit. A lot of people still upset with him about his how he felt about Kiki and how he responded to Kiki's death and all of the rest of this. And I feel like a lot of this that Funky is getting stems from that. Because if you really listen to what he said, I don't see or understand why anybody is so upset at what he said. He didn't blame him. He didn't put all of the blame on him. But what he said, I agree with. I agree with that. I do feel like a battery was put in his back. I do feel like people probably knew, yeah, he'll do it. He messy enough. He'll do it. He'll say it. It'll be, whatever or whatever. And but look at what happened to him. Like what happened to you is a lot of what happened to Tammy Romaine on Basketball Wives. You remember when production told her basically to turn up on Keisha because the Tahiti trip was boring as hell, and so that's what she did. She turned up on Keisha, and then when she started being called a bully and a this and a that and a third, then production started to like, yeah, that's what happened, da 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 da, and so on and some such. Like you see how that goes. This is what happens when you be production's puppet. This is what happens when you be production's puppet. Armand, you learned the same lesson that Tammy Romaine had to learn. That sometimes it's not always good to be production's puppet because look at what happened. Now you being blamed for why the shit failed. And I don't believe that at all. I don't believe that at all. Thank you, Phil, for your super chat, friend. My issue is that Funky mentions Claudia and Armand, never mentioned an Al. Funky wasn't asked what he thought about Armand maturity level. What's the beef with Claudia and Funky? I don't care about LAMH. Well, I don't mean you, Phil. I'm saying a lot of what people, a lot of the people, a lot of the vigor and the hate that he's getting, and why don't nobody want to hear what he got to say is a lot of that stems from, because and you want to know why I say that? It's because I saw it all down in the comments. A lot of people were like, well, I don't, what makes him this or that and the third? Look at what he said about Kiki doing her demise. I don't understand who does Funky think he is. Ever since he started working for Carlos, a bit, they, that's why I'm saying what I say. Um, but I don't know. Yeah, you become the scapegoat. You become the scapegoat, Armand. That's exactly what happened. That's what Tammy went through. She became the scapegoat. They started rolling with she's a bully versus nah, it was boring as hell, and we had to give y'all something. So yeah, we stirred some shit up, and that's what happened. They're not gonna do that. That's the thing, Armand. They not go. That's why sometimes, Armand, it's best to just do your job, but it just leave it at that. You know what I'm saying? Like I wouldn't have even went that far with the whole roastation of Al, considering the fact that y'all was already having issues and problems. From what I heard, y'all was already having problems and issue. You was already feeling a way about him, feeling like he was always trying to son you and little boy you, and try to act like you too young to understand what you talking about, and understand this and that and the other, and blah 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 blah, and so on. Like, see all of that, Amon. And that's what Funky Dineva was saying later on down the line. We'll get to it. But anyway, he didn't like what he had to say. He heard the interview. He didn't like what he had to say. Armand, I'm talking about. And so we about to listen to what Armand said in response to it. Now, I think Claudia was on the call with him. I believe Claudia was on the call with him. And we're going to hear a little bit of her too. So, yeah, here you go.
I mean, it was just like that. He was cool in the beginning, but then he was saying like I got a battery put in my back and I didn't know what the talking about. And I went over there, I drank the Kool-Aid, and we all $250,000, but he felt vindicated and he was being messy doing his show during the time we did ours. So I'm just like, but I was immature. But then he never had anything immature to say about Al. Al was never immature. Yeah.
No, Al was very much playing everybody, and I'm so glad that.
Listen, I could, like I said, I could believe that Al was not innocent. I totally believe Al was not innocent. I do. I like when Armand talked about how he would like son him and little boy him and so on. So I believed every word of that. I don't believe nobody's hands is all the way clean. You know what I mean? I don't. I believe the show was probably already in the pits. And I believe that even though Armand was over there, it still wasn't enough for Fox Soul like it was for Funky. And I just believe it just became easier for everybody to just place all of the blame on Armand in the roast. That's what I think. But do I believe that Al is innocent? Hell no. Hell no.
So I'm sure you already explained how we end up getting on the phone and I was talking to Justin. I'm like, yo, get him on the phone. And all it took was one conversation of no one in the middle of us saying, don't pick up the phone when Claudia calls, or don't try to call him, or he's this. And once we talked to each other, it's been all good ever since, you know? And I just want to say thank you for saying that. I didn't put a battery in your back. Like the argument, and I will say this to Funky. Funky, we haven't spoken to either one of us, so I know you're getting. He's getting whatever he's getting from Al, because that's the only one that still speaks to him. Mm-hmm. So Al is going to tell him the narrative that he wants out there. But you were there long enough. It didn't take a long time for you to see what was going on. I didn't.
Claudia, I don't believe. Claudia, I don't believe you, Claudia. I don't. And I feel like it's easier for the gay guy. Just go call it what it is. I feel like it's easier for the gay guy to join alliances with the only woman that was there on the show against the two other gay guys. That's really what I think. Claudia, you would never sit up here and get me to believe that you didn't also feed into a lot of the things that he was saying. Don't get me wrong. Yes, he was there and he was also using things that was already happening because he was there to witness it. I hear y'all when y'all say that, but I also feel like a lot of that extra shit that he was saying, I do feel like he probably got some of it from Funky Dineva, and he damn sure got a lot of it from Claudia. That's how I feel. That's how I feel. Like, Claudia, you could sit up here and say that you didn't tell him this or you didn't tell him that. Claudia, I don't believe that shit. I don't, because Claudia, ain't nobody really lied on you either. Again, I like you, Claudia, but everybody in the industry can't be lying on you. A lot of people said that you're very shady, you're very two-faced, and you do talk about people behind their back. You run their tea down to other people. Like, I heard a lot about you. I do. I heard that a lot about you, Claudia. So I don't believe that you ain't also fed him this, that, and this. Now, do I believe that you told him to, like, yeah, go after Al? No, no, no. I don't believe you told him to go after Al and say this and say that. No, I don't believe you told him that, but I do believe that you gave him a lot of damn nuggets. I do. Just saying. And I like Claudia. So, like I said, I'm not being biased here. I like Claudia. I like you. I'm just giving y'all and I don't even fool with Armon like that. But and I'm gonna keep it fair and square. My personal opinion, I don't believe Claudia. I don't, because she already was not feeling out. So is it so hard for me to believe that Claudia was sitting around there saying this, saying that the Armon, they cackling and kicking, doing what girls do? No, that ain't hard for me to believe. That ain't hard for me to believe.
I didn't have to tell you. You saw what it was, and I think it's insulting to say that you need to be spoon-fed some shit when you're a very smart person and you're perceptive. I mean, you saw what it was.
Claudia, if he was just speaking on things that happened while he was there, that's one thing, but that wasn't what happened. So no, Claudia, I don't believe you. I don't believe you, Claudia. I'm sorry. I do feel like you spooned him a lot of things. Probably Q did too. I'm gonna be honest. Probably Q did too. And he used a lot of what he heard from y'all and other people and what he experienced, and he put it all together in that nasty piece of roast. That's what I think.
Again, I tell people as much as I can, you are not the reason the show ended. It is stop blaming Armon Wiggins.
I agree.
Stop it. I know people that have a vendetta against you or don't like you for whatever reason. Listen, I get it too, right? You are not the reason. You're not the reason. Fans, listeners, viewers, I'm clearing this man's name.
So fucking heated. I don't give a fuck about that show. Y'all have me fucked up.
Why are you crying, girl?
Bitches always speaking on me, bitch. What's up? I'm so mad. I'm so fucking mad.
Now, Armon, girl, you can't be up here crying about this shit, sir. You can't be up here crying about this shit, Armon. Listen, it just won't for you, and it's okay. It's okay. It'll be other opportunities that are coming to horizon that is way much bigger and better than Fox Soul, friend. Like you ain't got to get up here with the waterworks. Relax, sir. Like I ain't expect you to be up here crying and all that. Like, wait a minute, bro. Okay, wait a minute. Like do you need a minute? Do you need a minute? Because I don't mind give you a minute to get yourself together, sir. Like, relax. It's okay. It's okay. Armand, I promise you, it's all right. It's all right. No, ma'am.
Everything. Who put the battery? You? Al?
I believe that. I believe that, Armand. I just said that. I don't believe they put a battery in your back. I think it was production. That's who I think put the battery in your back. But I do believe all three of them, well, Funky and Q and Claudia told you things, and I believe that Al did the same thing. I believe Al probably told you some crap about Claudia. I believe that. You know what I mean? I believe that. I believe he probably threw Q some dry shade around you or whatever. I believe that. I believe that. You know what I mean? No, I don't think they put a battery in your back. I think production put a battery in your back. But I do believe that they fed you a lot of shit and you said it. That's what I do believe.
Claudia? Y'all, he didn't say nothing bad. Girl, bad was put in my back. If you really want to know, you really fuck with me, you would have called me. Y'all believe that bullshit on the comments. Here we are. Let's cook. A battery was put in my, and I'm gonna show you the battery that was put in my back. I got you, don't worry. But what I'm telling you is, you just jump out and put out and say a battery was put in my back? Nigga, what? Who you like? Don't play with me. Who, by you? By you?
Was it?
You was the one giving me. Remember, you tried it.
See, you're telling on yourself, Armon. That's all I'm saying, y'all. A lot of y'all still in the comments, oh Armon, oh Armon, oh Armon, but he's proven what. That's all I'm saying. Again, it's either all of their fault or it's nobody's fault. Production was the one who probably, in my opinion, put the battery in his back. But yes, I do believe that they all sat around and probably talked about each other, ran down on each other, and so on and some such. I can believe that. I can believe that's all I'm saying. Like,
Remember, according to you, you called me and told me that for him, this before I got the job.
I believe you. I believe you. Come on, I believe you. I believe you. I mean, you may as well tell the truth. I believe you. I believe you. I believe that happened. I do. Because that's basically what Funky said in the next video. He said he put you on game on a lot of stuff. So I believe you. I believe you.
So you was playing your battery and you were supposed to be outside of the show. A battery was put in my back. Was it your battery or was it theirs? Who battery was it?
It was a combination of all of y'all, Armon. And unfortunately, friend, you became the scapegoat for all of it. All of y'all, friend, but unfortunately for you, you're the one that became the scapegoat for it. I hate it for you. I do. I hate it for you.
Oh, see, but I'm learning it's only okay when she operating the batteries. Then that's when it's justified. When he operating the batteries. No, the problem is, can't nobody put a battery in my back. That's why we here. A battery was put in my back. Okay, let's go.
Yeah,
a battery was put in my back.
Okay. A
battery was put in his back. These are my thoughts. Can't prove it. Don't know.
But you can't prove it, but you just gonna say some bullshit. You can't prove it, but you just gonna choose to say some bullshit.
We all do it, friend. Relax. Friend, you mad. Relax. We all do that. We all get up here, Armon, and we be like, look, I can't prove. I did it. I did it when I came up here. I said the same thing. I said, look, I really can't prove it, but I'm more than sure they did tell you stuff. I'm more than sure. Like, I mean, we all do. Friend, relax. Okay, please, relax.
You can't prove it, but you're gonna choose to say some bullshit, and I'm supposed to be like, yeah, Funky was pretty chill.
Thank you for your cash out, boo.
You're gonna choose to say some bullshit right now. I feel it. You're going to choose to say some bullshit. When you don't have any proof or any evidence, but you're choosing bullshit right now. Okay, let's go.
For a fact, I thought a battery was put in his back. I thought it was deeply personal. I thought it was extremely unprofessional.
What's good, brother, man? How you doing, man?
Deeply personal, extremely unprofessional. Okay.
I thought it was completely I thought it was gross.
Oh. You thought, so you felt bad for Al. How did you, you thought it was extreme. And y'all want me to think that she don't feel a way towards me?
Say your piece, friend.
No. Okay. She gave all that and never one call. She thought it was extremely unprofessional, deeply personal, and just gross. She's entitled to her opinion. But bitch, I see you. I can't be mad at how you felt. Because you felt how you felt. And I feel like it was extremely stupid of you to walk away from $250,000. I think it was extremely dumb of you to not know that you can get insurance through your SAG-AFTRA contract. I think a lot of shit you do was extremely stupid and dumb.
I mean, well, not really, Armon, because, I mean, when you look at it, why get up here and do this with y'all on YouTube when a lot of my following is here and this what I mean, let's be honest. All right. who would Claudia Jordan's audience have been, and how much would that have brought in? How much would a fan base of Al Reynolds bring in? So if we just gonna be honest here, Armand, see, I don't want you being upset make you say stupid shit. So I just wanna make you aware. He was actually a lot smarter walking away and doing it his damn self. And he proved that when he went live at the same time y'all went live, and he had more people in his live and stayed having more people in his live. I'm just gonna be honest. I'm just gonna be honest. And he can keep that damn money. You know what I mean? So I mean, we just gonna be honest. Like, it made more sense for him to leave because I mean, at the end of the day, like, and when he left, he took a lot of his audience with him. So I mean, I don't necessarily think what he did was stupid. To be real, I don't think what he did was stupid. I actually go up for it a lot because what's the purpose of doing this with y'all on YouTube? Like, it would be one thing if y'all was like on VH1 or BET or TV1 or something, or WeTV or something. You know what I mean? Like, that's one thing. But all of y'all on YouTube, like, I'd have left too, friend. No shade.
But do I go online and interview about it? But okay, I get it. I think you felt the way though, baby. And I feel like you're taking this as your opportunity to try to wear it out.
I thought it was gross. And the reason why I thought it was gross is because obviously in having had work there, a lot of the things that he was saying, he had not even been there long enough to experience or even know what the fuck he was talking about.
No, bitch, you don't know what the fuck you talking about, bitch. Don't tell me what the fuck I'm talking about. Just because you loud black don't mean that you right. Just because you sitting up there, bitch, these girls have gassed you up because you came in wearing these wigs and this fucking lipstick. You let them gas you up. Bitch, you don't know what the fuck you talking about. I'm talking about everything you was just talking about. You didn't. I know exactly what I'm talking about because half the shit you was telling me, bitch. So don't tell me what the.
Thank you, Armand, for proving my point. Thank you. That's all I wanted you. That's all I needed to hear. That proved my point. Yes, all of them told you things, and then you used that, culminated with things that you went through with him, and it all came in together and blah blah blah. That's all I was saying. That's all I was saying. Like, that's I already knew that. That's all I wanted to hear. That's why I say, in my opinion, all of you guys play a part in the demise. Well, yeah, I guess I kind of play a small part. But all of you guys played a part in that situation. All of y'all, ain't nobody around there innocent. All of y'all, ain't nobody around there innocent. Y'all set up around there, talk about each other, amongst each other, and look at what happened.
Fuck, I knew what I was talking about. Bitch, you don't know what the fuck you talking about. Clearly, you said you didn't know what you was talking about. I always know what I'm talking about.
Thank you, brother, man. Thank you, boo, for your cash app, baby. Thank you. I see you, boo. Thank you, love. Period. Brother man Max, that's what I said too. That's what all of this boils down for me. For me, this boils down to you're easily manipulative. You could be easily manipulative. Period. Period. You one of those gays who could be easily manipulative. And I hate it for you. Because like I said, just because they asked you to do the damn roast didn't mean that you had to do it. And if you did accept the roast, it could have been surface level things. It could have been real surface level where everybody could have hee-heed, ha-ha, including him. Because he wouldn't have had a reason to really feel away because there's nothing that's that damn deep. You know what I'm saying? And it ain't nothing real personal. You know what I mean? It's surface level stuff. You know, you come up in here all day with you know, wearing gray socks with black shoes or something. You know what I'm saying? Like surface level stuff, like stuff that everybody can laugh at, and it ain't no hard feelings. Like, you know, that it could have just been that if you was gonna do it. My opinion, my opinion, my opinion, my opinion.
Bitch, be very clear, ho.
Ooh.
Tell me what the fuck I know I'm talking about, bitch. You know what the fuck you talking about. Presence. As just because you sit up there and motherfucking cross your legs with a fucking wig on, bitch, every day and blowing your goddamn nose, bitch, and you got followers, don't you're not gonna come over here and tell me what the fuck I'm talking about. I don't give a fuck how many people you got. How many people say they love you, bitch? I know exactly what I'm talking about, and you're not gonna discount it. I don't give a fuck who you think you are. Excuse me. I done tapped the damn thing. Because now she done pissed me off.
I can see.
You needed to tell me that Al was going around telling people that I went on dates with the producers. How long did I need to be there for that? How long did I need to be there to producers telling people that I went on dates with the producers? How long did I need to be there for that? How long did I need to be there to know that Al was saying that me and my nigga was fucking the producers? And you know he said that.
Guys, is that what you said? I told y'all. Al is a messy ass sissy. I told y'all. That's why I said at the very beginning, Al is not dead. I believe every word of what he said. I believe every word of what Armon says. Every word of what Armon said, I totally believe it. Every word of that. I believe Al said that. I do. I believe Al said that. Is there some truth to it? I don't, you know. But I don't know. I heard he ran there to California or somewhere like that. You know, they believe in shit like that, honey. But, you know, I don't know. But I totally believe that Al said that. I do.
I know you now. Why you sitting your ass up there cross-eyed, cross-legged and shit? Bitch, don't play with me. You know your friend was fucking messy. You know it. And I know for a fact you know some of the shit that he was saying about me because he said it to you. Bitch, don't tell me what I know and what I don't know. I'm very articulate, I'm very coherent, and I'm very motherfucking sharp and clever, bitch. Don't let these girls in your comments gas you up. Bitch, I'm far from a dummy. I don't need you, Claudia, or Al to pump me for a motherfucking thing. I've seen everybody.
Simply had not been there long enough. And
I was there long enough.
And going back to our earlier conversation when I was talking about the maturity piece, that's the thing right there.
Oh yeah, we're gonna get into that. Girl, shut the fuck up. You sound stupid as hell.
I laid out for Armon everything he needed to do to be.
Did you lay it out for me, or did I not pick up the battery that you gave me and put in my fucking back? So now I'm immature. I'm only immature because I didn't drag Claudia. Because let's talk about the battery. The battery was get Claudia's ass out of here and continue to make that bitch uncomfortable.
And I 100% believe you, friend. I believe you. I believe every word of what you say. I believe. I do. I believe you. I believe that's exactly what happened. I believe that was what was said. I believe that's how it was said and presented. I believe every word of that. I do. I believe every word of that.
And when I didn't do that, then I became immature because then me and Claudia were cool. Then I stopped hearing from you.
But I don't believe that though. I do believe even if you did it, if you would have wrapped your hands around Claudia too and did that, I do believe if Carlos King asked him this very same question, he still would have said that very same thing. That's what I believe. I don't know.
Al started acting funny. Let's be very clear. Y'all didn't want me to like Claudia. As co-host, how do you know Claudia said to producers, "You make her feel unsafe." While you were talking, she said she was chatting with producers, saying to them not to give you any cues to stop talking, stating, "Let him keep talking. He's going to hang himself." That's what I walk into. This is what I walk into, making 3 times less than mind you, everybody else is making $250,000. I'm making $70K, doing the same amount of work. I don't even walk into a greet. I walk into an immediate, somebody don't like you. You got to get the fuck on. And I still sit there and I smile. I come dressed. I come happy. Every fucking day. So, boom. That's going on. Trying to make it through. Time is going by. Time is going by. Me and Claudia start talking. We getting cool. We getting cool. I'm like, all right, cool, cool. We working it out. Then shit start getting weird. Joyce called me. No. Then I get my segment, the music segment. Now, mind you, the fans is going crazy because now Al is calling me boy, son, boy on my ass, telling me that the play is we're gonna do this because Claudia is trying to sit down on the shows, and so I have to drag you. I'm like, all right, whatever, we cool, whatever. Joyce, you're not letting Al talk. You gotta, every time I will wear some, why are you wearing a hat? Why are you wearing a jacket? What's going on with your clothes? Nitpicking every fucking thing I did. I'm like, oh my God, she's now picking on me. And Al started to get quiet. Mind you, Al used to talk to me every day. I'm like, something is happening here. There's a shift here. The people started getting adjusted to me because the women didn't like me at first. The women didn't like me at first because of Claudia, but me and Claudia warmed up. The women started liking me. The people start not liking Al.
Is that right?
Remember.
Is that so? Because I remember when TGIT first started, people was dragging Al in. To be honest, people was dragging Al in. I remember people was like, Al Reynolds, like Claudia Jordan and Funky Dineva, okay, but Al, like I heard that all up and down the YouTube hemisphere. So I thought that was from the very beginning was the Al hate. I don't know. Y'all let me know. Is there any truth to that or not? Because from what I thought nobody was really here for Al from the very beginning.
Here we go. These are the receipts. Sometimes she gave weird vibes towards her mom, but to me, the chemistry seems to be changing. It's funny. The first comment I see, I was headed to say Al seems out of whack these past weeks, and Armon and Claudia are vibing and disagreeing well. You see that? But boom, because look, and this is AI generated. Look at the AI. This was the comment. People are talking about how the show and how Al is acting different. Some people think he is jealous of Armon, while others think he's just having a bad day. AI. Look, this was Al's energy all of a sudden. Al needs to quit already. He's sitting there looking unhappy. He hates Armon and not sure what happened, but they need to sort it out.
He's showing different comments.
Look, Al should be more professional. Yes, you don't like Armon anymore, but you are spoiling the experience for the viewers. And if you don't want to be there, then quit. I'm tired of these celebrities saying Kendrick. So it was a slew of these comments.
So I want to ask y'all, to the people that watched it, is there truth to that? Did y'all see a shift and people start to visibly see that Al started backing away from Armon? And is that because of Claudia? I'm asking y'all because I don't know. So there was a shift. People started noticing that Al did not like Armon, and did that start from Claudia? Is that part true too? That once Claudia started acting a little whatever, that Al started acting whatever. And then once Claudia started warming up to Armon, I assume, Al just kept it going. He ain't want to fool with him like that. Because y'all know, I ain't been around there. I ain't watched. So that's why I'm asking questions. He thought he had somebody to tag team Claudia. Oh, and so when he and Claudia started like vabbing and started being okay with each other on the show, that's when he started acting funny towards Armon. Basically, it's what y'all are saying. Got it. Okay.
I mean, I have hundreds of them. He acts envious of Armon. Hell, he shakes his head or calls him names like boy. Maybe that has something to do with it. I think Al feels a bit left out. It seems like Claudia and Armon get along very well, and Al doesn't seem to be involved like that. You see? So boom. That started happening.
Or how about this, friend? And I'm just playing devil's advocate just to play it. I don't know if nobody else feel this way or whatever. And I ain't saying this is the truth. I just want to throw it out there. Could it be that he was just jealous or envious of the fact that she clicked with another gay boy and not you? I mean, and not him? Like, did it necessarily, what I mean is, does it necessarily have to been he brought you up there to tag team her, or and when you vibe with her and she vibe with you, he stopped liking you? Or could it have been he was just jealous of the fact that you're just another gay guy who's up here turning it? And you know, I think maybe it for me, I think it may be more so he's just jealous of the fact that it's another gay guy that's up here that's turning it and he's not doing anything. And they like you more than they like him. And because I mean, to be honest, it's the same thing as it was with Q. To be honest, they needed Q. It couldn't have just been Al and Claudia. And the gag is they needed Armon. It being y'all know, being unbiased here. They needed somebody like an Armon to balance that out, because again, it could not work with just Claudia and Al. Al is just not enough. It needs to be more than just him being gay for that to work. Al doesn't have that type of fire, that zhuzh, that that it factor that Q has, or that Armon has, or that a bitch like me got. Okay, or somebody like Scotty got, or somebody like, you know, Jeremy has. You know what I'm saying? Like, he doesn't have that. He's Al. You know, he's Al. So that's my thing. Like, was it solely because he wanted you to come up there to go back and forth with him, or is it really just flat out he's just jealous of the fact that it's another gay person that's up here turning it, that everybody likes more, everybody wants to see more of, everybody wants this and then the third, and it ain't him? Y'all can argue about that amongst yourselves in the comments.
So then Joy started fucking with me because Al was complaining to her that the comments were dragging him. And I was like,
see, and he retroactively got mad at you for that because they was lifting you up while dragging him. That's usually how that happens. That's why I'm saying. I mean, I don't know.
It's like, well, hey, me and Al cool. But, and I still sat there and I laughed and I keyed and I put my best foot forward still, because it went from Claudia to Al. I was cool. Claudia didn't like me. We made peace. Then I started battling Al. So when Funky Dinevas talks about how he was caught in between the middle of their shit, so was I. I'm not allowed to be frustrated. When I listen, Dineva, me and you the only ones that are real YouTubers. I make money on my YouTube too.
That's true.
So they didn't show no growth from me. When I got on there, S&P got First of all, they cut me down to $70,000. That was enough of a wake-up call for me. S&P was gone. They had no direction. We were never going in studio. I quickly learned that they had no access, no red carpets, no events for me to go to.
So then why was you still there, Armon? Why did you even sign to go on? Why even sign to go on? Like, if that's really all it was, and then you calling Funky Duneva stupid for leaving. I mean, but again, Armon, you could do the same thing that you doing up there on your shit and get invited to red carpets, get invited to galas or galas, however y'all want to pronounce it, and so on and some such, like everybody else do. Like, I'm just saying, friend, just saying. Just saying. Just
as you learned. Just as you learned. But on top of that, then I had both people not liking with me, both people fucking with me. Fucking with me. And I gotta sit up here and fucking smile. And I did that. And I did it. I set up on that air and I apologized to Claudia for shit that I didn't do. Then I set up there and I apologized to fucking Al for shit I didn't do.
I wouldn't have did that.
Just to make the shit better.
I wouldn't have did that.
And you motherfuckers want to blame me?
You're the scapegoat, girl. Yes. Yes. You the scapegoat, girl. That's what they do. Yes, absolutely. Yes. You are going to take the fall for this. You are going to get blamed. You pulled the last defense and they put that comp in everything. Yes. And then you're new, you fresh and new, and you sissy and a fresh and you new. Yes, that's exactly what they did, friend. That's why I just wished you would, even if you did do the roast, you just would have kept it surface level. That's why I wished you would have, like, if, because to me it kind of seems like you knew there was things, a little traps, a little this, a little that being laid. So then why feed into that? That's the part where the maturity level kicks in at, Armand. I'm just saying, that's the part where the maturity level kicks in at, because it seems like to me you kind of felt or you kind of knew there were things being done or whatever. So why even play into it? That's why I wished you just would have did surface level stuff. I do. I just wished you would have kept the surface level, and then we wouldn't be here now to talk about this mess. What's good, Caramel? How you doing, friend? Child, we sitting here gagging Al, Armand, Funky, Claudia, that damn Rose, and we trying to figure out who to blame, friend. I don't know if you talked about it now, but I think you did. Thank you, Joyce. I appreciate your Cash App love. Appreciate you, Joyce. Thank you, baby. Anybody else like to donate, honey, feel free. Ain't it Friday? Child. But let's move on, because there's still some more.
So, I'm still rocking. I'm still rocking. I'm still chilling. I'm telling my mom, I'm like, yo, mom, I'm not doing this. I'm like 6 months, I'm probably not gonna finish this because, first of all, I'm having to work too much. The money's not making sense. After taxes, it's like, girl, I'm not even bringing home 10 bands.
The person that came into my comments and was talking all that stuff about, well, how was he stupid? Because it sounded like good damn money, but you heard what he said. He not even making 10 bands after damn taxes. Basically, he could do what he's doing on his own damn show and be good. That's all. That's all I was saying. What Funky did.
It got to a point where I had to go fucking exempt just to see fucking money for this motherfucking show. While y'all talking about I fucked up a bag, bitch, I had to go tax exempt. Then I had to deal with a fucking war zone on both ends, and then no support from the management. Bitch, are you crazy?
I get it.
And I still sat there day after day, week after week, and endured the comment sections. And I'm getting fucking dragged. And bitch, I'm not even getting paid for it.
A friend. So who you more mad at, him or yourself? Okay, because the more you talking about it, it's to me, my man is just like, so why the hell is you there for? That's why I say, Armon, like that's what that was Q's whole thing. That's why you just should have stayed where you was and just did your own damn thing. Because look at what's going on. And they needed you. They needed you, friend. They did. They needed you because the show could not survive with just Claudia or Al. They needed you, friend. They did. They needed you. Like, and it don't matter how I may feel about you. They needed you. They did. They needed you. So it's just like, I know you lying. They would have had to have given me an increase on something because I know my damn work. Y'all couldn't make this just with them two. I'm doing all this stuff, and then y'all act like y'all want to pay me half the damn time. I got to do this, that, and this. Thank you, brother, man, Max. One. Thank you, Max. I appreciate you. Thank you. Thank you. You know what I mean? Like that's just. I mean, for who? Sabrina. Let me tell you something. Not only am I a bad bitch, I'm an expensive bitch with an expensive taste. All right. That ain't gonna do nothing for me. Now let's just be real. Like in today's society, and then I live in Long Island, New York, girl. Listen, after rent, bills, showings, food, girl, that's half of that. That's half of that gone. Just living up here down to the New York. Okay. Real talk. Half of that's gone. Like, no shade living up here. So I mean, is it really? I mean, I'm just saying, like, I mean, you like I know it sound good, but like once you get it in your hands and then you actually gotta do real nigga shit with your money, it's just like girl, I need to start selling fish dinners. I need to start braiding some hair or something after a while. Like I got to keep this paper coming in steady, girl, because it's dwindling down. You know what I mean? Like that part. So it's just like, child. That's why you just shouldn't stay where you was at and did your own thing, friend. That's really how I feel.
Bitch, shut the fuck up ever speaking on me, bitch. You don't know what you're talking about. Now, so,
girl,
I'm getting heated.
I see.
Everybody like to try to blame me for the shit. And I'm like, yo, I was caught in the middle of all that bullshit. The shift in Al started to turn when I got my music segment. I don't know if you guys remember when I got the music segment, he was like, oh, it took me 4 years to get my segment. Joyce about the direction of the show because I do. Claudia, because she doesn't like me at the time. Okay, I'll do it with you. When you think it. ASAP. Is it me? But is Justin really protecting Armon? I feel like the odd man out on what's going on, but I know and see what I hear and what I see and I hear or know. So then they had a meeting that following day to get me fired. And Al went and told that I said that I went on a date with Justin and that's how I got the job. And he was so uncomfortable with me being on that show.
No, he didn't, friend. It's just Al. Hold on. Why would you do that? I don't care how much you don't like somebody. Why would you do that? Why would you spread something like that? And even if it was some truth to it, so what? So what? Like, what the hell that got to do with you? Everybody, listen, well, not everybody, but a lot of us sleep. Listen, if you got to sleep your way up to the boss man, I ain't even mad with you because that's what the hell you supposed to do. And even if that was what happened, at least he got some out of it. At least he won't pull in the Eveline and getting exactly nothing for it. Like, why is you running around here running your damn out? Or is you mad or is you jealous because it wasn't you that they asked? But why would they want your pasty ass in they Why would they want your pasty ass in their damn bed, girl? You the same color as the nut that's gonna be squirting every goddamn well. So why would they want you there? Like it sounded like to me you was jealous. That's what it gave. It gave you was jealous, and so because of which you decided to play with this man and his damn job. See, I don't play around with that. I don't like that at all. I don't like it when people try to take food up out of people's mouths for out of jealousy and envy. I don't like to see people like do stuff like that to people out of jealousy and damn envy. You gonna sit over here and use these trigger words and these buzzwords against another gay boy when you old as hell. And you already know that stuff that a lot of people do to us unnecessarily as it is. They see us walking down the street, they so quick to grab their damn chair and hide it from us, so scared that they go do this and that and the third. And then you go sit over here and do some shit like that because you mad. I don't like that, Al. I don't fool with that at all. I don't fool with that at all. And I believe you did it. I believe you did it. I believe you did it. I believe you said it. I believe all that happened.
So you said right here, this is me. I text this to Al. This is all she wants. I like the way Claudia jumps to defend Black women when she's needed, even if both disagree. And I said, girl, that's all Claudia wants is people to feel like, you know. And then Al said, yep, that's the Armon I like. Exactly. She's always making excuses for women. This is in April. This is in April. But the nigga was kikiing with her in fucking March to get me fired.
I believe it. I believe every word.
I didn't get no fair chance. I was caught in the middle of bullshit.
You was.
And I had to sit there and smile. And I had no idea that I was fucking being played. But because I know the narrative is, oh, Armon always crashes out, I'm sitting there taking it. Then I'm not even getting paid as much. Then I'm not even getting no fucking opportunities. And you bitches want to run up here and make it seem like I tanked the show? Fuck this show.
Ooh.
Fuck that motherfucking show, bitch. Like, please, spare me. Spare the fuck out of me.
Look, friend, I understand you mad and everything, and you got stuff to get off your chest, and I'm here for that. But I want to get this monetized. So I really hope you ain't doing too much of the FUs and the B words and so on and so such, because we all YouTubers. You understand where I'm coming from. So I really hope we ain't got too much more of that. I need you to calm down, friend. Jeez.
I'm like so fucking mad.
I see.
I'm so mad.
I see.
I'm so fucking mad. I went through so much bullshit on that motherfucking show.
I get it. Look, friend, you about to cry.
So much shit.
You about to cry again,
Fuck
friend.
you, bitch.
Friend.
Fuck that show.
Friend, calm down.
I'm so fucking mad. And I have to fucking sit there and smile every fucking day.
Okay, friend. Okay. Relax.
I'm so fucking mad.
All right.
And motherfuckers love to blame me for every fucking thing. Bitch, I wasn't getting $250,000. Bitch, I wasn't getting all these fucking opportunities.
I know.
Bitch, I was being dragged on both ends.
I know.
The fuck?
I know.
Motherfuckers was trying me left and fucking right.
I know.
And I had to sit up there and smile every fucking day.
I get it, friend.
I'm so fucking mad.
I know, friend. I know.
I have to fucking smile every day.
I know. I get it.
So
I get it. I get it.
About this show.
I get it. It's okay.
Fucked up.
It's okay.
Speaking on me. Bitch.
I get it. It's okay.
I'm so mad.
It's okay.
I'm so fucking mad.
Lord, friend. It's okay. I get it.
Y'all will let to blame it on fucking me. These motherfuckers got their own fucking issues. These motherfuckers older than me.
You right about that? You right about that? You probably the youngest thing in that studio, friend. You right about that.
So fucking irritated, bro.
Relax. Relax. Girl, get you some. Girl, you need some tissue? Relax. 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 It's okay.
It's I came in and the fucking shit was against me, nigga. I didn't have nobody. Fucking Justin was the only one that was fucking trying to help me.
I get it. 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 It's okay. It's okay.
You got these weird old bitches trying to, Armon's fault, motherfucker. I'm over here. I'm trying to play the peacemaker. I'm apologizing to Claudia on air. I'm apologizing to fucking Alan. I don't fucking owe nobody no fucking apology.
I agree. You don't. You don't. I do agree with that. You don't. You don't.
All these niggas making 3 times more money than me. So yeah, you goddamn right. When I told Joyce and I told them to fucking get Al from putting out these allegations and they didn't do shit about it, his motherfucking ass got roasted. He lucky we wasn't in person because he would have got his motherfucking ass whooped.
Now, friend, you can't go that far, friend. Friend, you can't go that far, friend. All right, Al ain't too far from a Caucasian, honey. What you think he gonna do? You just threatened this damn man. And I get it. I get it. Out of all of the nasty negative things that he was doing to you behind the closed doors, I totally get you saying the next time I see this FAG, that's his ass. I totally get it, friend, but you can't say that up here. Like, you just can't. You can't be up here threatening folk like that. Like, you just can't do that, friend. You can't.
Bitch, don't fucking play with me. I don't play those games. You goddamn right. And I'll roast his ass again. Give a fuck.
Someone
you sit there pouting like a bitch every show.
Why do we sing?
You making $250K. And you acting like you can't fucking, you gotta lie and cause drama. Cause you insecure.
What do we really mean? Someone may be wondering. Friend, you gotta calm down. Yeah, wipe your face. Wipe your face. Wipe your face, friend.
Getting out of this. Being a popular being a popular famous bitch, being fucking broke. Great, I got Fox Soul on my name. That's all the fuck I got. I can't go nowhere. They had nowhere for us to fucking go. They had nothing for us. And then if I did want to do a red carpet, I had to pay for it out of my pocket, and I was barely getting money. Girl, get the fuck out of here. And I didn't, you dead ass wrong for that, because girl, you didn't even know what the fuck was going on. You just running your fucking mouth. That was so late. I'm disappointed. Because you knew I didn't get, you knew. And you knew that's why Madison didn't get the job. But you was shady from the beginning. Because when you first got on your platform, you was giving like, well, congratulations, Armon, but Madison, just to be clear, Madison was offered it first. That's weird. Who told you to say that?
I agree. That was a backhanded ass compliment, Q. That was a backhanded ass compliment.
Why is Madison being offered it first have anything to fucking do with she ain't sitting here? So why the fuck does that matter?
I agree.
Why was that brought up?
I agree.
I'm telling you, bitches be so weird. They be so fucking weird. They be weird. Be weird.
Okay, so a shout out to, who is this? The Messy Sweet Spot. Shout out to her. That was her video that I use. I've never heard of her, but shout out to her. Goes to her nonetheless, dear God Almighty. So that is what. Are you okay, friend? Go get yourself together, girl, because you was up here crying, and then you got to cussing folk out. Then you got to be up here threatening people, talking about you gonna windmill them. Then you got to crying again, girl. Like, go get your life together, friend. It's all right. Go. We're like, I got the rest of it. Thank you for coming. Help him out, Bella. Help him. Help him, Lord Jesus. Girl. Child, I sing because I'm happy. Dear Jesus. Anyhow, so we about to go on ahead and conclude this by listening to what Funky Dineva had to say. Hold on a second. All right, so we about to listen to Q's response, and then I just got an update that Armon and Q done made up, child. All right, I just got an update that Armon and Q done made up. I'm glad, dear Jesus. But we about to listen to Q's response to what Armon said and all that laugh, child, while she outside smoking a cigarette and drinking some Alizé to calm her life and get her life together. We about to listen to what Q had to say while she ain't in here. So here you go.
Honestly, I'm not even upset. After seeing Armand's or bits and pieces of his emotional response, it's very hard for me to even be upset with him because it just came off very childlike.
It is.
And from where I sit, um, from where I sit, it literally would be the equivalent of me being upset with one of my nephews. You know what I'm saying? It's to be quite honest, and even to this point, I am still a supporter of Armand. I can't even bring myself to be mad or bothered by the situation. I'm if anything, I'm just highly disappointed because I'm shaking my head and I'm like, the very thing that I was trying to give you some constructive criticism on was the very thing that you exemplified. You just had an all-out fit. And here's the thing, I'm not telling anybody that.
You know, that dude, that is a terrible thing, like, because he gave a nasty little cussing out. But then for that person to come back and be so unbothered by it and say, girl, I ain't even upset about it. I looked at it as one of my nephews being upset. I still support, ain't no big deal. Like, you know, it do kind of make you look a little, you know what I mean? Because it was you did your thing, Armand. You definitely did your thing. You had me clutching my pearls, and you said what you said, and what you said is what you said. But even out of all of that, for you to come back as unbothered, and it's just like, okay, girl, you done. I said what I said. That's how I felt. I ain't taking it back, and that's just that. I mean, you know, that's like, ooh, it kind of put like, what was it all for? You know what I mean? I'm just saying.
They don't have the right to be upset, or they don't have the right to be mad, or they don't have the right to feel any type of way because he does. But what I saw in a part of his response was somebody who was hurting. What I think is unfortunate is you have two people, myself and Carlos King, who have the ability to garner.
How is it gaslight? What he said is what he said. There is no gaslight. And he's standing in what he said. Well, how is that gaslight? That I don't consider that gaslighting. I consider it him standing in what he said. He said what he said, girl. You mad about it, and that's cool. I'll let you be upset. Like, y'all want him to like be mad and go upset and like cuss him back out, but for what? What's the purpose of cussing him back out if that ain't how he feel? I don't feel as though he gaslit. I heard his response already. This will be my second time hearing. I heard it. I didn't get the gaslight from it. What I got from it is, okay, girl, that's cute for you. You got it off fine. What I said is what the hell I said. It's up there and it's stuck there, and I ain't taking it back regardless. And you saw what just happened. They made up. So I mean, I mean, I know that's y'all opinion. Y'all, that's y'all opinion. Y'all feel like it's gaslighting. My opinion, it ain't. My opinion, it's I said what I said. You said what you said. You got it off your chest. That's fine. I said what I said, and that's cool. That's what I got from it. I didn't get gaslighting. My opinion. Y'all got the right to have y'all.
A lot of attention in the urban pop culture space, and there are a lot of eyeballs on that interview and the subject that is TGIF by both fans, networks, and producers. And I just find it unfortunate that you could not find it somewhere in yourself to hold it together and present yourself slightly better than that with all these people that are watching and that want the tea and that want the salaciousness. And you played right into it and totally exemplified what I said, which was a lack of maturity. And, you know, while I did not mean to hurt your feelings or hurl it as an insult, and I didn't think you take it that way, you know, I further support what I said. It's a complete lack of maturity. Armon, I was very kind and gracious in my words about you. And you and your talent, I actually think fairly highly of what it is that you do. Here is what I know. I don't know the ins and outs of what was going on over there after I left. I don't. I don't know what all you are experiencing. I don't. You're absolutely, you and a lot of other people are absolutely right. The only information that I am and was receiving was from Al. Claudia and I are not in relationship, and I did not talk to any other producers after I left the show. So there is a world where my perspective on things can be a bit askew. However, coupled with what I experienced while I was there, while it may be one-sided, I highly doubt that it's so one-sided to the point where my assessment of it still was unfair. A hardcore fact, regardless of how the roast came about, there was a roast that took place, and then the show never came back.
Yeah, that's the truth.
There was a roast that took place.
It was.
And the show never came back.
It didn't.
So it is reasonable for one to conclude that the roast was a contributing factor in the show not coming back. That's an irrefutable fact.
I agree.
There was a roast, and then the show never came back, unless I'm missing something.
No, because that's what the hell I got.
I did not watch Armon's video. I got a couple bits and pieces from friends. Me personally, I don't torture myself by sitting back and watching things where people are just going in on me. But my friend did send me a clip at the end where Armon was crying, and he was saying that nobody knows what he was going through and that he was catching it on all ends or both ends or something to that effect. And I 100% agree with him. And the position that you found yourself in, Armon, was the very position I was trying to prevent you from being in. Hence why I gave you all the information that you needed to navigate that space. See, the unfortunate thing is, you know, you've got one person who has made it their life's mission to be in all the comments, responding to all the blogs, doing all the interviews, the first person to break the news that the show was canceled before the show was even officially canceled. The only person doing all the talking. You notice everybody else is quiet, and thus that's the person driving the narrative. You got swept up in some games that were being played before you entered the
I'm
scene.
still waiting for the gaslight.
And you made the choice to align yourself with the very side, and I'm going to reveal some stuff here. You chose to align yourself with the very person when you were auditioning who went to the execs and said, he does not like women. I feel threatened when working with this person. This person is not a good fit. And whether you know it or not, and despite how you may feel about Al at this point in time, it was Al who stood up for you and said, you know what? I have to draw the line here. It's one thing if you don't want to work with him. That's one thing. It's another thing for you to ruin his name with the whole Fox organization. Okay? Once that was revealed to me, that is when I started working on your behalf in the background. That's when I began texting Joyce, saying, Joyce, y'all would be a doggone fool not to hire Armon. Y'all.
But this is what I am gonna say, Q. Why not just call Al out with that, or even Claudia out with that? You know what I mean? Like, if it was all that, just call it out and say what it is. I mean, because from what it sounds like to me, both of them went to the execs on Armon. If what you saying is true, then both of them went to the execs on Armon. So can Claudia really be trusted? No. That's what I was saying from the very. And again, I like Claudia.
I would be a fool. He's the only one that can do it. Then, if you notice, when I posted that post on my Instagram and I said, Armon did so good, y'all. It's nobody else that can take my spot except Armon. That was all intentional, Armon. That was all intentional. That was me and Al working in the background to get you the job because she was working so hard for you not to get it.
I can believe it. I can believe it. I can believe it. I told y'all. Even though I ain't necessarily got a dog in the fight, and I got the people around there that I like and I don't like, I'm not gonna not be real. I could believe it. I could see Claudia doing something like that. I've heard that about Claudia from other people being in the industry. I mean, I've heard that, so I can believe that happened. Just like I could believe Al also went to the execs and trying to throw dirt and throw mud on Armand's name. I could believe that too. I could believe that too.
The PTSD from me being there, you even told me that she called you and said, don't think because you got a YouTube page and you got a YouTube following that means anything over here. Same one who said you were talking too much, that you need to dial it back, that you needed to fall back.
I believe it.
I
could believe it. I can believe that. Claudia feel like that's her thing. I can believe that because we all see how Armand is. I could see Armand getting comfortable and just being himself. And if you can't match that same energy, you will fall by the wayside and you will fade out into the background and you will feel away. I could believe that. I'm just being real. I can totally believe that.
Can take what I gave you. You can take it any way you want to take it. Based on the experience that I had there, I felt like I was doing you a service, not a disservice, by disclosing everything that I experienced when I was working there. You know, unfortunately, somehow or another, you were able to get swept up in a game that was much bigger than you. And honestly and truthfully, I felt like I prepped you good enough for you not to have got swept up in that. And I think what I see in you is also what I see in a lot of younger gays, is that they cling to these women thinking that these women gonna take them somewhere. And honestly and truthfully, you got swept up in her game, and collectively that game caused that show to get canceled. Again, everybody wants me to speak on Al and condemn Al and all these different things. Listen, I am pretty sure that there is enough blame to go around. The stuff that is being said about Al, simply, I was not there. Okay, I wasn't there. I was not there. So whatever it is he's talking about between the time that he was there, I don't know anything of that. When I was there, Al by himself was not the problem. All right. There was enough blame to be spread amongst everybody, if we're being honest. But when I was there, Al by himself was not the problem. Again, what transpired between January and that time that show got canceled with Al, I do not know. So I cannot speak on it. But I just find it unfortunate that even in me giving you some, what I felt to be constructive criticism, Armon, that you still found a way to uphold the very thing that I said what was holding you back. I hate that you went out like that. I really do. Because at the end of the day, while you were upset and you have the right to be upset, and you endured your own set of whatever you endured, and I give you credit, you did walk into the middle of a SHIT storm armed with enough information. I honestly wish you would have just remained neutral and stayed out of it. That really would have been the best course of action, because you came into the situation in the middle of the story. And there was 2.5 years, almost 3 years of story that happened before you got there.
I can believe that.
And that's what I was trying to give you, Armon. And the very thing that I was trying to prevent by giving you the information is the very thing that you fell victim to. And I still think, based on your response, you don't even see how you got played in all of this. I can't even be mad with you because you are a victim. I have to give you that. You are legitimately a victim in this situation. You got played in one of the worst ways. You did. And unfortunately, in getting swept up in a game that you did not understand, I guess the fair thing to say is that all three of y'all collectively got that show canceled. Nevertheless, Armon, as far as I'm concerned, I see you're hurt. I hate that you're hurt. If my words caused you any duress and or stress, I sincerely apologize. That was not my intent. I really was trying to big you up and give you a bit of constructive criticism on the side. You didn't take it that way. But me being just a little older and a bit more mature about it, this is not one of those situations where I'm going to take back what I said, because what I said was said from a place of love, and it was said to only benefit you.
That's fair.
And now I'm going to have to actually double down on it, dog.
That's fine.
There is a maturity piece, Armon, that's missing, man. And I'm saying this with so much love. It was missing with that rant. and it was missing with your response to me. Yeah, you got one off. You got one off. You did. You read me for filth. Yada, yada. You feel good? I hope you do. But you're not going to get nothing for it. That's the thing. And like, people are watching. So now he's volatile. He's going to be uneasy to work with. Whenever we hire him, he's going to go off of the deep end. And that's why I'm extending grace, compassion, empathy, and sympathy for you. Like, dog, you got to step that maturity piece up, Armon. Say it with love. Now, you can read me for filth again. You cannot heed to it. But I promise you, there's no ill intent. I've been there. See, I remember the way I showed my ass when I went through that Michelle Brown's.
For all of y'all that's in the comments who's talking about what he done and he's being hypocritical and all of that, shut the fuck up and listen to what he finna say.
Situation. Way
I'm about sick of y'all asses.
I remember the way I showed my ass when I went through that Michelle Brown situation. I remember Demetria Lucas calling me, texting me, saying, Funky Dineva, I am in a lot of journalism circles right now, and you need to take that down. This looks very bad. Everybody is talking about you. You look very volatile. I remember my agent calling me saying, what are you doing? I remember the doors that got closed in my face because I behaved that way. Because you are another Black gay man in this space that is being recognized, I was trying to help you. And I won't apologize for that. I was trying to help you. And I'm still trying to help you. Like I said, I'm not mad. You can pick up the phone today, tomorrow, and call me. And I promise you, we can talk about it and go get a drink. Black man, I want you to know, I see your hurt. I'm sorry for anything that I may have contributed to that hurt, but my intentions were pure. And I hope that we can get past this. Because like I said, I don't feel no ways tired about it. I'm not bothered. It didn't move me none. I get it. And I just wish things hadn't been the way it was. With that being said, that's all I got left on it, y'all. That really.
That's all I got left on it too, child, because I just got word that Funky Dineva and Armand done made up with each other and everything's hossy-tossy. So yeah, I'm still waiting on the gaslighting and all of the rest of that stuff that y'all said it was gonna happen. I ain't see it, I ain't heard it. I was looking at it, the same thing y'all was. And I'm just being real, I ain't see it. What I saw was him saying, child, I've been there. I was a crash out. I did things. I've said things, and it made me look crazy. So this is why I'm telling you, don't be out here doing that, because it's going to be the same way with you. You see how people all up under the comments and still not in the state because they don't like Funky. Anything that he says, even when he's right, they're going to find an issue with it and try to make him wrong. They're doing it in the comments now. So that's basically what he was trying to say in that, Armand. And basically what he was saying was he hoped that you feel better. He hoped you got it all off your chesticles. All right. And that y'all will get over, which apparently you have. I'm sure you called him. He didn't call you. You know what I mean? And yeah, like you did all of that and you got absolutely nothing for it, but what you got? But you did get something for it. You got your likes, your clicks, your views. I don't know about your ad revenue because I might not get it messing around with all that cussing you had going on. Okay. What was he wrong for? That's what I want to know. What is he supposed to do? He won't dare. Armand did the roast. Nobody made Armand do the roast. Nobody told Armand what to say. Nobody made put this and that in it. Well, yeah, production did. So what the hell is Funky supposed to say? What do y'all want him to do? What exactly is he wrong for? He won't dare. Nobody but production made him do the damn roast. So what do y'all want Funky to do? So y'all could just let it be over with at this point. What y'all want Funky to do, and what's Funky supposed to say? Funky couldn't stay out of it. Carlos asked his ass the question, and Funky gave his damn answer. Like, I want something else other than that. Like, can we please stop acting as if Funky was on his thing and he just brought it up? No, he was having an interview with Carlos King, messy ass. Carlos asked him the question and he answered. So can we get over that? God damn. Like, y'all want to come in here with the same proverbial shit, and it don't matter how many times you say it, it's still stupid. Like, I don't care how many times you say it, it's stupid. I don't care how many times you type it in the comments, it's dumb. He was on an interview and he was asked the question and he gave his honest answer. Armon took it the way he took it and he responded the way he responded. Like I said before, and I say it again, I'm not mad at Funky for answering the question. I'm not mad at how responded. And obviously they're not mad no more because it's over with. They done apologize. Like, y'all keep saying that, but I mean, he was in an interview and he was asked the damn question, and he got every right to either answer it or not answer it. He chose to answer the interview that was asked to him on his damn interview. Get over it. Armon decided to respond the way he responded. Get over it. Because obviously the both of them did. Because they friends again. So it don't even matter no more. Funky had the right to say his piece. Armon's reaction had nothing to do with Funky. I don't know. I still feel like Armon is more upset at himself than he is at Funky, to be real. Because, like I said, if you was gonna do the roast, I just wished you would have used surface level stuff. Like I said, you could drag him for wearing gray socks with black pants and black dress shoes. You know what I'm saying? Like, you could go in and have on the funny color suits and stuff that he liked to wear. You know what I'm saying? You could have talked about how you ain't seen him on no date in 12 years. You know what I'm saying? Like, you could have did surface level stuff and nobody feelings would have had to get hurt. And probably TGITF, whatever, will probably still be up here. But I still feel like it wouldn't have lasted that long. Okay. I still feel like it wouldn't have lasted that long. I'm just being honest. So what, Phil? Maturity does play a lot in that. See, if, like I said, if Armand was more mature, he would have just used surface level shade, reads, and rows. See, maturity level does play a factor into it. Y'all may be upset about it, but maturity level does play a factor into this. It does. And just like how Funky got up here as calm and cool and collected as he didn't even get mad at it. It was what it was. That right there plays into your maturity, because that's what a lot of people are gonna look at that too. A lot of people are gonna be like, well, I mean, look at it. I'm just being honest. See, y'all hate Funky. I don't. Now, don't get me wrong. Where I gotta get them together, I get them together. I don't see in this situation why everybody is so damn pissed at him. That's why I say it's just residual pissed offness from the LAMH sector. Say what y'all want, but y'all some lying assholes. It's just some residual hate from the LAMH sector, and that's why he getting all this foolishness because he did not really say anything wrong, and he was respectful as possible. He didn't get up here and drag Armon. He didn't get up here and cuss Armon out. He didn't even get up here and place all of the blame on Armon like a lot of people are out here doing. He didn't even do that. So I mean, it's like I don't know what y'all want from me, but I ain't got it. I ain't got it. I ain't got it. Like y'all acting like he got up here and cussed this boy out and blamed it all on him and said it was all his fault. Yeah, I ain't got nothing for y'all. Like I said, I won't mad at him for answering the question. I won't mad at what Armand said because what he said is what he said. At the end of the day, it got him views, it got him clicks, it got him what he needed for his channel. It got it buzzing. We talking about him. Everybody is eating off of the situation. Let's not act like that. Everybody eating off the situation. Funky eating off of it. Armand eating off of it. I'm eating off of it. Scotty eating off of it. Jamie eating off of it. Jay Lee eating off of it. Like everybody talk about it. Everybody talking. Everybody eat. Like no matter what side you stand on, everybody eating off of it. So I appreciate y'all. Thank you, because it won't nothing going on. It won't nothing to talk about. So I thank you for talking about it. For real, for real. I'm sure Al gonna push his button. I'm sure Al gonna push his button to talk about this. He's gonna be eating off of it. I'm sure Claudia gonna push her button to talk about it. She gonna be eating off of it. Joyce need to go on ahead and push her button to eat off of it because Joy's name done came up and everybody want to know who the fuck is Joyce. We don't know. But Joyce, you need to make you a YouTube channel and come on out and say your damn piece because your name was your name was thrown around in everybody's mouth and on this story. So Joyce need to go on ahead and make her a channel. Come on out, say her piece. Like they said Joyce is in production. Well, Joyce needs to product her own YouTube channel so she could push her button and get on this gravy train before it leave you, Joyce. Joyce messy as hell. Joyce messy as hell. Joyce, go on ahead and make you a nasty piece of YouTube channel, girl, and hop up on this train. You can ride it, all right, before it pull out the station and you miss your chance, child. I hope this gets paid too, honey, because our mom was in her feelings and in her bag. I had to keep doing this. It probably won't get monetized thanks to Armand. But I was gonna let Armand say her piece, honey. Cause Armand was took in there, child. Lord Jesus. Yeah, Joyce, you being summoned to the podium, friend. Joyce, I need you in my chambers, friend, because your name was the common denominator in everybody's story. Joyce, 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 Joyce. That's all I heard. Joyce. So I'm gonna need you in my chambers, friend. I do. I don't know, Joyce. You sound a little messy, girl. Joyce, you sound a little messy, girl. I need you in my chambers, Joyce. because you sound a little messy. I'm gonna be honest, you sound a little messy. Like your name just keep being brought up and mentioned. Joyce ain't gonna catch no smoke. I just want to hear Joyce side because her name kept being brought up. So Joyce, what's your story? We in the court of public opinion. You see the background. I need you to my stand. But first, I need you to my chambers. Joyce, I need you to my chambers, Joyce. You got 48 hours. They have your buns in my chambers. Don't make me send the fella rowdies looking for you, because I will. Don't make me send the fella rowdies looking for you, child. Do not make me get a summons to the fella rowdies. Hopefully it's over now. It is, because I got word that they made up. I still need Joyce in my chambers. I mean, I'm glad they made up, and I ain't gonna bring it up no more. But Joyce, I need you in my chambers because you sound real messy, friend, and I need you around here. But anyway, y'all, I got about roughly 2 more minutes, and then I got my 2 hours. This was good. Y'all gave me. I was supposed to get y'all this last night for Love and Marriage Huntsville, but I went on ahead and did it today since I had the time to do it. I went on ahead and did it today, so I ain't got to worry about doing it tomorrow. Nah, Joyce, don't run. It ain't nah, Joyce, don't run. Baylor, block my door. Joyce, don't run. Block all them doors. And put the cones outside in the parking lot. Ain't no run. Run where? Where's she going? To my chambers? I hope that's where she running to, because that's the only place she's allowed to go before she could be set free. I need her in my chambers. Period. Talking about some run. Yeah, run to my chambers, because that's the only place she can run to. Yeah, Joyce, I need you in there, sis. Me and you need to have a little chit about how not to be messy down to the work area. Then I'll let you go. Because I got a feeling Joyce was being real messy. I feel like Joyce was getting the tea from all angles. That's really what I think. Well, yeah, y'all. That's it. That's all. I ain't got no more to give y'all, honey. I totally appreciate all of you guys for the PayPal. Thank you for the super chats. Thank you for the cash apps that I received. Shout out to Mims for coming on up in here, honey. Y'all know we love us some Mims. And shout out to all of y'all that was up here. I appreciate all the likes, 281 likes, almost 300 Alex said. Yeah, y'all, that's really all I got. Like I say, ain't this the last week of the Olympics, I assume, because Love and Marriage Huntsville will be back on the 17th, which is next Saturday, not tomorrow, next Saturday. So we'll be back to the regularly scheduled program for Saturday nights next week. But yeah, I guess with that having been said, I love you guys. I love on you guys. Shout out to all of you guys. I appreciate all of y'all opinions. Whether we agree to disagree, that's fine. I appreciate everybody for being respectful to everybody in the chat. And yeah, that's what's up. So until next time, child, I'll holler at you. Bye.